kasemu ye kase a lawyer for entimi nuanom mumiyemfa ye immigration nsem nyina enko dan wo Wisemart Solicitors. Wisemart Solicitors. Emranimu akuku drofo. Se watsena ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mokokokra eba ne nipa setena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mere di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384, mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahinifuchiniye ebidi de biye. Ghana for our butcher, ya say dene. Kenya emranimfo a won akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasemu ye kase a lawyer for entimi nuanom mumiyemfa ye immigration nsem nyina enko dan wo Wisemart Solicitors. Wisemart Solicitors. Emranimu akuku drofo. Se watsena ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mokokokra eba ne nipa setena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mere di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384, mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahinifuchiniye ebidi de biye. Ghana for our butcher, ya say dene. Kenya emranimfo a won akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasemu ye kase a lawyer for entimi nuanom mumiyemfa ye immigration nsem nyina enko dan wo Wisemart Solicitors. Wisemart Solicitors. Emranimu akuku drofo. Se watsena ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mokokokra eba ne nipa setena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo wo mere di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384, mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67 76 149 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. I need fuchiniye. Ebidi de biye. Ghana for our butcher, ya say then, and ya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, a potokas emu, ya case a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for. So what's na hache? Bua ma wonsaka won krata. Na so we de dron so a eyo mo kokokra. Eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia. Di mu akotene pa. Wo mre di mani pa bia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67 76 149 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. I need fuchiniye. Ebidi de biye.
Good evening. Welcome to Legal Matters. Still DJ KB, Top Online Radio UK. I believe you are well. Happy Easter once again. Nyame adom ebere aso. Today is Tuesday, and sending a moment kaya no. They say Legal Matters comes on Tuesdays. Courtesy of Wisemart Solicitors, UK Hanom immigration lawyers. They are number one. In fact, some home. UK into Shannon song. It's every Tuesday, every blessed Tuesday. Name Adam Kwan dia Bishiana Yidi and Klata Sem Emo and Como. Pa 24 de I say 24 name Klata Sem dear Sebi dear son at set but fine any form by whom Kunya baby. Into Pa say, oh, now when you're on Klata, we are. Ebia onim opi a onwe onwie ne de nti nkomo ikoso no so betimi a share the link no na ni pakro no so betimi abetie bi ehia pa because they say Facebook old videos no o ma ya see yifri so nti misrawa share na obi so intimi a entie bi oba so right. And yeah, we are live on Facebook and YouTube and also on our radio app that you can get from toponlinestation.com, toponlinestation.com, or you can search on your Play Store and the App Store for Top Online Radio UK, Top Online Radio UK. A broad program, no question, no. If you have any legal question about today's topic or any other legal topic, you can type it in the Facebook comment section and I will read and lawyer will answer your question for you. Lawyer with the Omabin Parenti. Question of baby we are regime set on be normal. Dear Ebe here, I want to mean kind of air no. We'll put their contact information as well, so you can contact them. Now, I go home, come, goes. So I say, wow, one crat, I say, 1%, you're becoming in our one thing. And you do so, and there you go, see them in their chambers now, more one-to-one personal legal service. Right, yen say bre me fa lawyer man na yen hyase. Lawyer Wisdom, welcome to Top Online Radio UK, Legal Matters. Pacho, Wisemart, what to say?
Papa, I don't also at the same with my fish upon so anyway.
I think come to nyame adom ye ho ye haso boko. Adom na adom de na secha. Sani ultimate nkan moja de frisane ketre manda bodwe mu de na se Jehovah adom no ebi aso yen so. Enti ye de nyame ase. Yo, ene so yasaba because in himself enkrata asem no de say na quite part of life. Nya de etwa. Ensi so ada enti update via Baliga World who pese Ghana for yete no nwumre wetimi de no ahyase na yibia na dia kaso de atoa so patcho mo amaba so nyina mo share program no why sister Faustina Chirema Susan Akam akosi edu mo amaba nyina meso mo mintimi mo de ni nyina share the program. So lawyer obechechere nkrata asemu. Your lawyer enti yen chance legal update.
But that's papa, that's a team for me mobia afisha pa me did say adomonente obia ho ye. Ejana Eddie and then so Eddie achaye biom and that 22nd of April 2025. NJBia in a week's time, not just 2025 April no na and also any question for. In other words, every question that we are asked every day in this month will come to an end at the end of this month. And say I don't you won't pass on your mind to me and then one they answer. I answer all the questions that will be put to us. Life's questions. When I mean questions, I mean life's questions, utility bill questions, bank statement questions, tenancy agreement questions, rent questions, food questions, calls from Ghana questions, from all across the world. Everything that comes your way is a question of life, and you have to be able to answer it. So, the wisdom, the understanding, the resource to answer everything that concerns us and others. We thank God for our lives. Mama Susan, good evening. I believe you are doing well, and I hope Daddy is doing well too. And everybody else online, I'm just saying good evening to you. I believe you had a happy Easter. Yo, DJ, quick one. And then Rebecca, sir, I want to talk about subject access request.
Subject access request.
Yes.
Okay.
Subject access request. SAR or SAR. SAR. Subject access request. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I'll mention the pertinent and the most important things as to why access request is very, very important, and also how to go about it. But before that, I would quickly mention that if you still haven't done your e-visa, please kindly do it, because April is coming to an end, and then May is the only month we have in between. So one yet the e-visa application, you are not on the system, you can travel out, but coming back in will be a problem for you. So please do it. Go online and get it done. If you can't do it, talk to us. We'll be able to assist you. If you can't travel, go to Citizens Advice Bureau, which is close to you. They'll be more than happy to assist you. I've always said, please, there is always a way that you can get the services without having to pay out of pocket if you don't have the money. So please speak to Citizens Advice Bureau. They would assist you and they get it done for you. If you can travel, if you want to travel, you can travel. You come back without any problems. These days, if you don't have or you are unable to generate the share code, there's a lot of things you can do. If you want to open a bank account, some banks have started asking for share code. If you want to rent, you
Hey,
have to produce a share code.
lawyer, also then
Yeah.
the banks are still asking for share code.
Yes, some banks have started asking for share code, which will indicate that you have the right to be in the UK before they
Wow.
open it for you. So it
Wow.
started gradually, and before you realize, everybody is working on code. Everybody is coded. Everybody will be coded. Very soon you will not be called by your name anymore. You'll be called by your code because everything is. And so the Bible is so true, you know. The Bible is so
Yeah,
true.
very, very.
With time, we'll have marks and still have, and for me, I call it codification. We're all going to be coded. And without a code, you can't do anything. It started from this part of the world. Before you realize, it's gradually going to other centers. And before you realize, it's in Africa. And before you are aware, without a code, you can do nothing. Without a code, you can't do anything physical in this part of the world. So please take note of that and do your e-visa. Otherwise, you would find it difficult to travel back to the UK. Now, if you have a British passport, you don't have to do the e-visa because the British citizenship is the highest you can get to. And say, young are you 2.5 years, EU settlement scheme, pre-settled status, limited leave to remain, human rights after the rules. Yes, you and I will have to do the e-visa. But once you have the British passport, it means you've hit the roof. You can't go any higher than the British citizenship. Well, maybe you can become the king or the queen, but apart from that, you can't get beyond that. So the British citizenship is the highest you can get to. And with that, you don't need an e-visa. So please take note of this. Now, if you have a British passport and you have a Ghana passport, I talked about this the other time. You have a British passport and you have a Ghana passport. I've heard of a situation where the person did his e-visa in the Ghana passport because now a dinger ewo Ghana passport no na eno different from near ewo ne British passport no and oh yeah e-visa no back no so and order so ne British passport is so in a situation like that, I would advise, sir, your change of name deed, not for a ding no efa boom, not any one, because you can't be having two identities at the same time. One shano akodani will be ewo krubisu, not akoda akofan sebebre edi aba. They want everything to be one. It is a British passport niwu. Now we renewal. Umba bisa said, do you have another passport? If you say yes, they will ask you to bring that passport. They will compare the names. If it is not the same name in both passports, they will not issue you the British passport. They will not renew the British passport until you go change your name and have the same name in the British passport in the other passport. Send it back to them before they would issue you before they will renew your British passport for you. Let me say that again. If you have Akosia Menu, Akosua Menu, and then you have a British passport, Akosia Mansa. These are two different names. So you've been traveling in and out with Akosia Mansa, which is your British citizenship status. And you also have Akosia Menu, which is your Ghana passport with indefinite leave in it. If your British passport expires and you want to renew, if you send it to them, they'll ask you, do you have another passport of any other nationality? You have to say yes, because if you say no, that is deception. That is a lie. So if you say yes, they'll ask you to bring that passport. And so when you send them that passport, it will show Akosia Menu, not Akosia Mansa, as in the British passport. They will not, the British passport section will not, the nationality department will not renew your British passport bearing the name Akosia Mansa until you go and have your Ghana passport changed into Akosia Mansa. Ghana passport, which is Akosia Menu, has to be changed to Akosia Mansa. Send it back to them before they can renew your British passport for you, because they don't want you to have Akosia Menu and Akosia Mansa. These are two different people. That is why, even though you may be the same person, they don't want you to have two different identity documents. They don't want you to do business in two different names. They don't want you to travel in two different names. And therefore, make sure the names are together and one and the same person before they will renew your British passport. This is just aside, because that's not the main thing I want to talk about, but that is I think it's very important.
But lawyer, even this issue I have one issue at stake. I just want to chip it in, I have a client, and the spelling of their surname, there is an apostrophe. N apostrophe, in a passport.
Right.
But when I asked her for ID, that's what the passport is brought. And then I asked for driving license. And not driving license by, no, there is no apostrophe in the surname.
Right.
So I'll try to verify her ID online, and they were rejected.
Exactly.
So it is very, very true what you're saying. I have a case right in front of me, and it's very, very true. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So apostrophe, hyphen, and things of the sort. Sometimes some names are hyphenated, compound names. It will fail.
So now I'm going to ask you, what is the correct spelling of your name? Is it one in the passport, or I suspected the passport would be right, but the driving license is a different one, and so I'm going to investigate further.
They have to choose which one they want to go with, and then they have to change the other document.
The other one, okay.
To match with this one, and then that is fine. All right, so that's very important. So e-visa, please get it done. Your passports, you cannot be having two passports. Those days are over. You should have one passport, and it should be you, and only you. Let me put it that way.
Yes, sir.
Now, another thing I want to talk about is the NTL, no time limit. No time limit. Is for people the indefinite leave to remain in their old passports. Some people have about 4 or 5 passports stuck on top of each other, because if the one that has the indefinite leave is long expired, but every time we renew the passport, we stick it on top. We get a new passport, we stick it on top. Now, so some of the passports are older than me.
Yes. When they are holding it, it looks like a handbag on its own, because it's like a double-decker handbag with so many levels.
And sometimes we don't want to lose the track of, we want to show how we have traveled in and out. We've been to America, we've been to Germany, we've been to Spain, we've been to Portugal, we've been to Canada, so all these things are in the passport, and we want to, of course, tell the immigration officers that, Charlie, we travel. We've traveled around the world. So
yes, sir.
So
you're too quiet, you're Bobra.
Yeah, Bobra. And the person passports now, it was stamps no, if you want it, not be behind us. It's not necessary. It's not inside. It's not necessary. Now, all of those baggage is going to be out of the way. So if you have your old passport with your stamp in it, do the NTL, no time limit. If you do the no time limit, then you can create the e-visa account. If you don't do that, you can't create the e-visa. So time limit, you have a problem. So please do the NTL. This is free advice. NTL. Don't go and choose change of condition. Yeah, don't use the TOC. Use the NTL. There are 2 separate forms. If you're not careful, use the wrong form. So please take note. Do that. Once it is approved, it will be sent to you. The decision will be sent to you. Then you click the link. Now wait to me. We will create your e-visa. Very, very important. We come to assist as best as we can. So please, 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 please get it done. I don't want my old lady. I don't want my old man. I don't want my uncle who is coming for medical treatment to get stuck at the airport because you haven't done the right thing. Please get it. This is free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay anything. It's free of charge. Get it done. You can come for your medical treatment, go back home, have your peace of mind, and you keep living your life. There is too much stress already in the world. Don't add more stress to it. Don't add more stress to it. Just do what you have to do and you'll be fine. Papa, subject access request. I'll make it brief. Now, when we say subject access request, formally, your friend, a data request. Data request. But a DNAS is subject access request. Now, yes, the subject access request, it's about every information Home Office. So request copies of personal information held by the Borders and Immigration and Citizenship System. Borders, Immigration and Citizenship System about you. About you. Now, say, if you've made any application before coming to this country, when you came to this country, for yourself, your family, your children, and your details are on that, or you made an application and they are dependent on you, all of that information is stored or kept in a place or in a system or in a database. Your friend is subject access. In other words, your data has been retained by the institution that is processing your application. Everything about you is being held. You are out there, but somebody has your information. You are out there, but somebody has children information about your children. You are out there, somebody has information about your medical condition. So you can't claim. That is why I say sometimes privacy is sometimes to only an extent. Beyond that extent, somebody else has access to what you that concerns you. The same way your GP, your doctor, your consultant, they also have your medical reports. So you can request for your details, your information, your data from the Home Office, and now from your doctor, your GP, your consultant. And then we are not dealing with the medical side. We are dealing with the Home Office, the data, the border, the immigration citizenship system. That's what we are dealing with today. Now, when you are coming to the United Kingdom, you applied, you completed an application form. In fact, apart from those who came on a broom, everybody else, I'm sure.
Hey, lawyer, you are taking us to the spiritual side. But listeners, lawyers now talking in parables. We don't come here on a broomstick. Anyway, lawyer, before you continue, let me ask the question that has come.
Yeah.
We pick the questions as they come. Say, lawyer, Don TJ, that's the author. Hi, lawyer. Thanks for your good works. Is it mandatory to do e-visa for children under 3 years? What if you are not able to take them pictures for e-visa?
Oh, the kids. For under
3 years.
Yeah. By all means, even babies, they take pictures for their British passport and stuff like that. So you just have to keep timing them, making them pose, make them laugh and stuff, and then you take it. Now, as long as the child is on a limited leave, as long as it's on a limited leave, 2.5 years, or pre-settled status, or any other leave which is not indefinite, even if indefinite, or which is not citizenship or right of abode, I would say yes, it is essential to do it for the kid too. Why? Because if you travel with the child, it's not a problem. Should you want to come back with a child, that will be a problem for you. Everybody will be required to provide an e-visa. In fact, very interesting question. I have not seen any exemption in terms of age with regards to the e-visa. I think I need to go back to my notes and check if there's any age exemption. I have not seen any. And on that basis, my advice would be yes, get it done for the child as long as they are not citizens, they do not have British citizenship. If it is limited leave or anything else, please get it done for them. After the pictures, you will be able to try small, and get them to take it. The scanning of their face, I know sometimes it's tricky, but you should be able to do. If you have any difficulties, contact the office. We'll be more than happy to assist you. But I'll go back and check with age restrictions as well. Thank you for the very important question. Thank you.
Yes, lawyer, and I think on that point, if I may ask, if the child is under 3 years and they are not on, they are not citizens.
Any status, yes.
Yeah, and they haven't done the e-visa, what would they have? Then they will have the BRP, isn't it?
Yes, as long as they have the BRP in line with the parent.
Yeah.
Then, and you know that all BRPs are now out of date.
Yes, so that's what I was coming to, because
yes.
If the child has BRP and that is phasing out, then you have nothing. You have nothing. So it goes with the lawyer's recommendation that you do it,
Yes.
For them.
Thank you. So that's what I would advise to get it done. Thank you so much, DJ.
Amen.
So I was talking about requests for copies of personal information. When you were coming to the UK, I remember, I can give you the exact date I arrived in the UK many years ago. It was on the 6th of October in a certain year. That's when I landed in the UK. 6th of October. I left Ghana on the 5th, the night of the 5th, and I arrived on the 6th of October, the morning.
Yeah. That so happens, you set off around 11 p.m. in the day, then you arrive in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm just we have those 2 days. Well, it's very, very true.
And so I came with British Airways. And so after many years, when I went through my studies, my status, etc., and I was going to go for my indefinite leave to remain, I needed an information. I didn't have it handy. I went through all my paperwork, went through all my school application forms, because everything I did, I kept a copy. I retained a copy of almost everything. But somehow, I did back where I want keeping and not.
Yes, sir.
That single thing, that single issue, that single question you didn't keep. That is the very thing that you would need. You'll be amazed.
Yeah, it's true. Someone will say, I've been doing it always. The very day I forgot to do it, that was the day, I was asked about it. It's very, very true. So I think we have to be consistent, whatever we resolve to do, to practice, we should keep it true, not to miss it anywhere in the middle. Yeah.
Thank you. Consistency is very important. Keeping the record, very important. In this country, death certificate.
Yeah. I think I said it the last time. Yeah, it was very true, because they say people can conjure things. Yes, you shouldn't be surprised, even if you ask him to produce death certificate or the paper. It's like Mr. Bean. Is it Mr. Yeah, Mr. Bean. No. It's Bill Cosby.
Okay.
You know, one of their shows. I hope the lawyer is old enough to remember Bill Cosby,
Of course. Will
that
Cosby.
American comedian.
Yes.
Yeah, and they had an accident, and some reporter reported it wrongly in the news. Oh, Bill Cosby is dead. He had a car crash. So it came to the news. It was published in newspapers, and they saw a copy of the newspaper. Then Cosby and the wife took hold of a copy of the newspaper, and they went to the insurance office. They said, "I'm coming to claim my insurance." And he said, "What? But you see, I'm dead." So it's like that. It's like that, you know. A bit messy. Sorry.
Yes.
I think it helps.
Thank you. So you completed your application form, all the details, your father's name, your mother's name. If you're married, the name of your partner, everybody, details are on that form. Your father's date of birth, your mother's date of birth, all these informations are on. Apart from Omufa, those who don't have entry, people who came on the small boat, people who came through different means, through Holland, through France, or through Germany, maybe they came on different methods. Apart from those people who don't have entry, anybody else who applied for a visit visa or a student visa and you came to study, you have a form which you completed before your visa was considered. Now, as long as you have that information, you can go to the Home Office and ask for them to give you a copy of that information. Now, when you came, I'm using myself as an example. When I came, I was a student. So I went to school, I applied. Every year they would extend your leave for you. Every year I completed a form. So when I wanted my information, all I did was I wrote to the Home Office, I completed a form that I want my data, everything you have about me, can you please send it to me? And they sent me every information. Yeah, I still have it today.
Wow.
I still have that record today. Because yes, in as much as I can request it again, you never know. I
Yeah,
still
I think,
have my
lawyer, we can learn a lesson from this, that we shouldn't try to outsmart them, because sometimes we think that, oh, it's long ago, they will know. Maybe you are presented something information, and later you want to change it because you think that, oh, it is long, 5 years ago, by now it is. No. As lawyer is saying, the records are there, so we should be certain to know not to change things and think that, they don't have it. They have erased it or they have deleted it by now. No, it is still there. Thank you, sir.
there. Thank you. So it helps you to be consistent with your subsequent or future applications. Now, if you can have the right to access your personal information, known as subject access request or a right of access request under the Data Protection Act of 2018. That is the law. This act. Now, you can use this service to request personal information held on the Home Office's immigration system for yourself or someone else who has given you permission to act on their behalf. And to say, you can request it on behalf of another person who has given you the permission to do that on their behalf. But maybe some issues about your immigration, your citizenship, from the border force as to what they should provide for you. Now, information you can request issue online. You can do it online because the form is online. You can complete it. We have two types. We have basic, we have specific. In fact, we have three types. We have basic, we have specific, and we have detailed. Basic information, we have specific request, and then we have detailed request. Now, basic, it's like most people find this option gives them all the information they need. Now, what it says is you would provide all the digital information recorded about you since 2000. So if you go for the basic, they will give you from 2000 up to 25 years. That is basic info. No, basic info covers from 2000 up to now. That is 25 years.
Yeah.
Yes. And details of your immigration history, for example, the date of application, the dates applications were submitted, the decisions that were made, your landing card, maybe I will see whether you came through Heathrow, Gatwick, you came through City Airport, came to Luton, Birmingham, Manchester, wherever you came through, they can produce all these details for you. When you're applying for your British citizenship, they ask you which airport did you come through. If you can't remember, you can always request your data from the Home Office. They will tell you they'll send you that information and you see that you came through Gatwick Airport, not Heathrow. Majority of us know that we come through Heathrow, but as a matter of fact, some people came through Gatwick and others came through Heathrow. So on that basis, you'll be able to find out and tell them, look, I came through Heathrow Airport and not through Gatwick. They check these things when it comes to your British citizenship application. So please take note of that. And then also, they find out visa applications to submitted from outside the UK. If you made application, they will find out. I can use myself again as an example. My first application wasn't successful. A second one wasn't successful. A third one. So we've been through stuff. So we realized that we
boys are brave.
both are brave. And yes, I will hack it. Just smooth for you, David. We have been through different loops and hoops, And see, me request no. I'm with the first one. I'm fat. Second one, I'm fat. Third time lucky, and a fire because the circumstances were all different. They'll give you all of this information. And remember, do airport. There was one time I traveled. Remember, do Heathrow, and the immigration officer asked me, "Oh no, you had a refusal before," and I said yes. I said, "What was the reason for refusal?" You, oh no, I did not know. Besides, what was the reason?
Hey,
Screening that anymore. Or and all of a sudden say, what was the reason for refusal? Now, and yet, me, no quite can be before. Not this. Yes.
Hey, I mean, this thing also because I mean, application, the reason for the refusal. No, can you remember? Can you remember all of that?
And that was as far back as 2001.
Wow.
Or basically the reason for refusal. As far as about 24, 25 years ago, no Bisami that, I mean, of course, at the time, no Bisami was a little less than that. And I just thought, yes, this was the reason I didn't have sufficient funds for, or she just nodded her head and said, thank you. And then I waved through. Now, assuming I said something which was totally different.
Wow. And lawyer, we said, there was I call them surprise question. Yeah. There was one time I could feel me about Charlie question be a good time. So wow.
Yeah. Sometimes strict question.
Yeah, and I was not imagining how say, they would ask that kind of question. They asked, I said, wow, okay, so he asked me some date, and I had to, what's today? What year are we? Yeah, then I had to calculate backwards and say, this, I'm okay. I said, wow. Since then, before I go, I can have to revise my history,
Yes. So thank you. It's so important, and a lot of people get it wrong. Cecilia, Bibiako Digital, dear. If you get it wrong, it can create all kinds of difficulties for you. But yeah, just request your data. Just request it. I'm gonna send you to your email. I'm gonna define email one. Just save it in a folder. Anywhere you are in this world, you can access it. And yes, I'm gonna for hard copies and baby email. And what will email so you email so there. If you're once you have internet, you can check the data. Once in a while, crop let me have flip it and say, hey, me pa me pa na how do hey, because we share history now. Say you've been through stuff. You can go through these things. Please request for your data. And when you do request for your data, it will be sent to you. So landing cards, applications you've made, worker registration scheme, information if you're a national of Czechia, Estonia, that doesn't really apply to us very much. So that is for the basic. Now,
I have a question. With the one WhatsApp, so about all applications, even when it's made from Ghana, they have the records.
They do. And I also na creative problems because who ban also papa your friend Mr. Kojo Menu. I know now we have two application form so Mr. Kojo Menu.
Yeah.
Waba abedu krom ha o ware on the marriage application form now and on the Ghanaian customary marriage registration I am if you can have an papa your friend Yawansa Kojo Menu and Yawansa are two different names.
Yeah.
And the Home Office, now they will check your records. They will look at what you put in and then look at this. So, we'll say, your friend Kojo Menu. And on your marriage certificate, the Ghanaian customary registration certificate, we'll say, your friend Yawansa. Can you explain?
Wow.
And if you don't have the right explanation for them, your application can be jeopardized. And non-tina, unya the correct information by requesting data. Yebisa so papa ne den dia Kojo Menu na ewo application form that and so no and one would to the new application form this one asam edin nasam echo papa your friend Kojo Menu yawanson once Kojo Menu na omo wono and one ne would two application form this one ama wono woni won eni asa and say very important. Yeah, so they go back as far back as when it was inputted or it was entered, they go back. And Amaka was a basic one input, they go back since 2000. And we are now in 2025. So it means even the basic one is
25 years.
25 years as we speak.
Wow.
The other one is specific request. Specific request, not just that you don't want all the information, but open particular information, a list of your applications or copy of specific application form. And you buy and worry you name, and then open that specific application form. In 2016. So you can request for, I just want my application form submitted as a family member of an EU national in 2016. You want just that form, and we are specific. To me, I provide it and also and a particular decision letter. So the decision in 2001, when I made an application as a parent or as a spouse, I got a decision. Unfortunately, no, meant to me, my moving from one house to another, I can't find that decision. Can you please provide me with that decision letter? Just that specific document and Akobisa. So it's not basic, it's not general, it is specific. The why appeal? Why application? You refuse to. Why appeal? And also decision about you have no idea what it is. After many years of moving from house to house, you've lost those documentations. You want the outcome of that appeal. You could request that from the court, or you can get it from the Home Office as well. They will send you a decision of an appeal or an outcome of an appeal determination, and also the Home Office will have that record. Very important. Sometimes we think we don't need these things, but who could do stage B? I said, no. This information is very important. Now you don't have to conflict. You don't have to give two conflicting information, especially date of birth, the date of birth of your father, the date of birth of your mother. Please, say, don't just put any date there. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't know and you put in any date, you have to explain in a subsequent section that I do not know, my parents' date of birth, but I am unable to carry on with the form until and unless I am able to put a date in there, and which is why I put in this date for the application to continue. So in that case, you have put in a date, but you have explained that you only put that date there because you needed to continue with the application form, without which you will not be able to continue. That is totally understandable. But please request for your data. And also a particular detention progress report. If you've been to detention center for some time, you don't know how long you've been there for, eventually you want to know what is going on, or if the person has been sent back home, you want to get a detail about that person, you are able to request for your data. There is this one also. Police for air show, and you decide to go underground. You have disappeared. And also, why application being so at the time now, the decision has come. You don't have any clue what has been put on that. So you also request that if they can also, of course, give you that information. And no, dear, you can even get it from the court or from your DBS, and also so whether you have a criminal record or not. And so, but share application is so I'm going to report there are sometimes certain information is ducted. I'm going to black ink apostle. Decision maker, no, me decision. I'm person meeting in the public domain, just in case anything happens. The immigration officer now here decision. No, they don't want to disclose the name. I'm going to black ink ever faster, and here it's been ducted. There some informations have been ducted, and but sir, I'm going to that's ducted so many things. And it doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't make sense. You can go back and ask for them to actually take off some of those information so you can see what you are actually looking for. Almost the 10 pages, bro, and almost every page half has been ducted. Then, of course, there's no point of the request you are making. So, yes, you can ask them for them. A particular interview record. Yachuwa Airport. Yayewo interview. And I detain no, you do have got detention center. You interview. Open record no. Open social say, dear na, okay. Sometimes near okay no, and ya no na nipa ne capture you.
Yeah.
It's missy. Near okay no, and ya no na nipa ne capture. And near okay no, or no are interpreting it differently. And so you want to challenge that record, and you can request for your interview script or your interview record, and they have a duty to disclose it to you. They have a duty to disclose it to you. Then you see exactly what they've said or they've recorded, then you can argue against that. Mehumbi, some time back, information now, capture was totally inconsistent with Nianipano Akanye. And there was one, interview, it was wrong in the court. And during the court process now, proceedings, and Home Office for Bisa, Papa said, last week, not we really because interview nemono, I won't be some question. And Papa said, me kai said, me kai said, last week now, and a time now, interview no, not what two crying, no call America. And I'm also buying a Home Office in the same question the last week, and at the time now, and we are interviewing now Ukron, not Owen, and now Wono or Bound now Wayne. And I'm saying, Nami will fear. And you yes. Papa said at the time of the interview, and even there were two questions at the time of the interview and just the last week. So the answers. And near Omobisa, yes, at the time of the interview, maybe so say so and so. Who can say, who can now, Papa, now, why? Mammy, so now me will fear. Papa, no, say, now, Obama, America. And that's a matter of fact. No, Mammy, no, America. Wow. And I came to re-examine during the court process. And now, Papa, no, a bar inside. Now, Papa, on the examination in chief, into now, it's court, into Tiania, Mammy, no. And Mama no can so them not me with you, papa. So David said, "No, if he shouldn't have done that."
Oh, but could he have raised an objection?
I mean,
Objection, my lord.
he couldn't have done that, but he's the legal representative, which is me. I could do that.
Oh, okay.
Re-examination. Now,
Wow.
okay, sir, no, home office, the catch a judge and say, "Sir, he's not supposed to talk to his wife." And the fact that he's even correcting her is indicative of the fact that it's not a genuine marriage.
Phew.
And see, because not Mamena can be via anchor and yet consistent or records. And see, Papa no bar inside, he should not have spoken because on a naughty court not or at the back sitting on the chair there. Yeah, and I made my submission. Let me catch a judge and say, not all inconsistencies or not all discrepancies are dishonest. Listen to this. Not all inconsistencies or discrepancies are dishonest. People remember things differently.
Yes.
And the fact that the man said one thing and the woman said another thing does not mean he is being dishonest.
Yes.
Decision by no name judge judge say, or no, we're worried for many years on Kai about his wife.
Wow.
And
Wow.
judge they can't say, or no, or JD say, a worry pa. And nothing a mammy mistake, no. Papa no involuntarily spoke out.
Wow.
And can you worry pa? And can on who said, na mammy no. We too quiet. And on that basis, judge, not dream dono. Or demand or allow appeal.
Wow. Wow.
So in a situation like this, even though you're requesting for the data, the interviews record and everything, no, there was still a mistake. How much more if you don't have the records at all?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it is very, very, very important that we go for your data request, your subject access. And so that is specific. We have detailed the detail one. Initially, you will be sent an electronic summary of your immigration information. This option allows you to request paper records from your home office file if the electronic data does not fulfill your request. And please, feel free, go for the detail. It covers everything. Papa date of birth, mommy date of birth, their place of birth, applications are why ma details in also over your application you can be consistent with that. Papa, remember one last example, then maybe if you are out of time. One last example. Some years back, Anna, old man, what na krumha, many years. I said, no, what they call Ghana back, what they call several times. Now, British passport. Every year now, okwakoye renewal no. And yano bisa some questions. Who papa your friend is saying? Who mama your friend is saying? Information, ye wo wahe, who ma wo krum ha, etc. I am say, what in your mission I said? Not never be answers so. Because Matisa, those years, not never be and see how renew questions. Then, almost some ebisa and say, almost share, almost contact HMRC. Papa, would you name? What goes on there? Almost share.
Wow.
National insurance number no. Nipa mieno and they use national insurance number no.
Hey.
Yes. And non take almost some information to be sure say or no ne near or sick or yeah. Me manage as papa, wait there. And ya dear, you bet me about your team near mom answer. And young coco requested for your subject access. In other words, at the time you find a data request, you call requesting. Papa, eba ye no. Old mind. Me friend. Obet na menem. Number be page 1. Papa, address way, what's na Sudana? Also, they be meant now order. Okay. Number page 2. Wa worry da. Ozi o men worry da. Men wa wo hwɛ page 2 no wana. Ni obaa ne de wo ho. Ne ma de wo ho. Ni marriage certificate copy wo ho. Me beside papa, wo national insurance number. Unya wo he. Oboye. Obo national insurance number no. Meanwhile, near home office for one, totally different details and also the national insurance number is the same, but additional informations no. And say, Usha, Papa, where would you be a aircona? Papa is right now, Ayajuma all his life in that name. Humanity has yes, unfortunately, what now for over 20 years at the time. And at the time it was 14 years. Possible say over to me another application based on your long residence for indefinite leave, rather than say over to us I use this detail because contributions are in akoto bi kotokum akoto bi national insurance, yeah. So enka sa ama ebedu pension time now mukasa David enyewa too late for him. And that is why it's very important to have your subject access, your data, so that all your application be over to me. I make sure that informations are consistent. Set obisi me and I made the way Eddie ma wo na udi aye near SSL ya ebe here say enyewa memfa wonsanka say oyo on gene data bibia consistent. Obi akọ yekrom abadu hitro ebisa ne se woni sa ne pewe ya na osi an wo date of birth wabo address wabo omo bisa ne the informations waman nyina omo say oh kra yehwehwe because there's a criminal investigation because near ade ne efi ne ho ansa na obedi ono ne nsem no wan kan jire ne se
papa record bi ho
record bi and then say wono adaw sister adaw records so once what you to say wa when sani pay wa confirm date of birth wa confirm bia ba criminal record na eda so no wan kan kire afei waji bibia tum we dey we fe want to make us say enya wa and say here say you have your data, you have your record, you are so familiar with your record that oda na nyane wompua with me about so without any double thinking. Papa.
Wow.
And no
lawyer, in fact, today I've learned a lot, and I think I believe listeners we've also learned a lot. This subject access request. I think it will be according there too, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now the woman now share no crown just to you kind of saying praise yourself say also brand wabubi. Baby I'm constantly pa na hwe ye fa na baby able to utimi gina so kura da nyame ase. Very, very important advice. It is very, very true because senior lawyer can be a application be nipa de won free mo a e bi kra wo ya aboa ama wo ba so na fi condition ne ma bebre aba so wo bi a yesi wo no so wo do bi ene ma ye bibi saa na iso bi enim say wo no a na nipa no a ade na ye na dia na nkasa no o free mu has passed on so ye nipa no a enti say wo a wo gina wo free mu enti ye be ya odai enti ehia pa lawyers nyame shop we thank you for with the lawyer just quickly and you remember na Wisemart apart from immigration je na mo we there quickly na
Wisemart Solicitors, we are versatile. In other words, we cover a wide range of areas. Family. Upe so warrior, upe guidance as to how to go about it. Ebia wo krom ha Ghana, ebusian for Ghana, Opesa omoye bibia ema no yebeteme a guide you as to what to do. We don't do marriage certificates, David, but yebetro
okay.
acquire embrano eka na wafaso ede. Ana papa mankani ye.
Eno na mi say bi amutimi boa so obi peyira na obi pekuna ana
David,
okay. Yo ya ti ase.
yes, David. Wa wo de okunu ana wo yire ba na o kyerɛ you will be some questions. You be your friend due diligence. You will be some questions. Mushia he, tamina mushia relationship ne starting he. How long have you been together? Now, yeah, those basic info due diligence are a jet to say yeah, okay, genuine relationship near to us. But yeah, pairing, baby. Wow, yeah, we don't do that, and we would not do that.
So say kra so for no kra mo jaye. Because I have some very try na e blame wo munti. So for no kra so mo jaye pere no mo jaye.
This is serious. Why shana obanendi bankuta ako bo papa na sum uko kanso nze enye una odi ma
Ah, so for the ordinary ma me na so for na em say one hu ni ye o. Ai. We ye basic wa lawyer.
Obi a wayi bankuta shi fi bankunu mwana pa audio. Wa kope wa de say yeah the radius enye so a na we the radius. And family relationships from Ghana, customary marriage will guide you as to what the law says. Nationality, your British citizenship will guide you which laws apply, when you should apply, conditions under which you should apply, good character requirements will guide you. Children's application. So we do Uma, Eba, and then I treated that on another platform. Uma, next week I'll look at that. Your children. We are British. What war Ghana? Application ben over here. Over go to 3,000 diana, over to 95 pounds diana. Simple. There are two methods. Baku, you pay less than 100 pounds. Ubabeba as a British. Baku, you pay over 3,000 pounds. You have to know which to do. You have to know. I sit on the bench, I will cry. When was the child born? Which law would you use? Is it indefinite? Is it paragraph 297? Is it British citizenship? Is it appendix FM? Different rules, different scenarios, different situations. Now, into your back radio, so near kind of say, yes, we are giving you the basics, but when it comes to the details of the application, you need to know the right form, the right documentation, etc., to use. With Yanunsu Yetimiya. And my counsel say, the relationship now break it down. Obano Bemano, Amonteme, and continue again. Of course, if it has to be a divorce, we can guide you. That is what you do, this is what you do, and how you go about it. We can do that for you. EU nationals, EU applications, we still do those as well. Civil litigation. Sometimes, ABI will be the wuka. We have evidence. You have all the evidence of papa and pa or the maker. Mama is set on your business. Yeah, true record wo he doesn't even have the character or even the respect. I will catch him say, wait, this is how it is going. And if the evidence is there, litigation, we can take it on and we fight it all the way out for you. Sometimes, and so tenancy, landlord and tenants, if you one mode, I will feel accommodation, basa, landlord no, edu sikana, obajini sika, but do repair works no, ufrena, onfa, heater, I break it down, and all sorts of things.
Even council crowd, report. Meanwhile, almost every year we are rent increment. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yes,
and so early from the back of the building, Bibi Basa, Ahoina, Ayamodi, Ufroma, we can take that on as well. So it's a wide range civil litigation. Sometimes so when Abia, what to acquire with Turkish airline and United Airline and some other airline, no and do that. And one of medications in our and your valuables and also what do you do? We can also guide you as to how to go about this, some of this stuff. So it's a wide range of areas. And now,
Yo, lawyer, we didn't a follow-up question. We want to tell Kafra. Or say, you are on point, lawyer. My uncle applied in 2021, which was refused. Now he wants to apply, but forgot some of the information in the previous application.
right.
So now, if you request SAR, what reason can you give as to why you want the data?
Well, the reasons you tell them is your personal data, you want it for your own records.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to justify why you are requesting for your records. I just Obidiuka. Obidiuka, what's the guy for dinner?
Right. So for my own records, done. Was it done? Yeah, done. Was it for my own records? That's it.
And they cannot tell you can't have it for your records. It's your own records. It's your own thing. I cannot make you know who you say I will describe it.
Like I said, I know the if I home bay, I know the new was papa, and you was a for mommy. Now, me, I'm in and I said it's for my own records.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's your own records. It's your own data. You want it for your own records, and that's as simple as that.
All right. Thank you very much, lawyer. Wisdom. I mean, sure. God willing. Say your bumpire said, Yamima a crime rap in your time now every week piano. You know,
Exactly.
because here we are learning a lot. My regards to all the family at Wisemart Solicitors.
Thank you.
God willing. Same time next week we will come to your Akachi again for another edition of Legal Matters.
Yebekasa after the program.
Yo. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For that was Lawyer Wisdom. I believe you I've learned a lot. Subject access request. Subject access request. And more information I'm there go the on the screen. No? Wisemart, for if you need them, you can contact their main office line, which is 0208 016 5384. 0208 016 5384. And mobile number. If you want, that is the mobile number of Lawyer Wisdom. So you can take that one down as well. If you call him on that, it's their emergency number as well. So every time you call that number, the mobile number, they are required to answer. That is one secret I'm sharing with you. It is their emergency number, and as solicitors, they are required to have an emergency number because you never know a bra client. For instance, Obiako Ghana Oba na airport. You need an emergency number. So that mobile number that is very, very important. I would rather take the mobile number than the office number. Because I will be drawing up a 7 a.m. now for office number. There will be no answer. But don't fret the mobile number. The lawyers are required to answer it. With a small security market, so it's very, very important. Or more London, but doors in London, but anywhere you are from, they will assist you. Even when you are if you are in Ghana, they can still assist you, make applications for you, because now everything is online. And so, please take note. This program comes your way every Tuesday. It used to be Wednesdays, but now it's Tuesdays, and it's all about immigration issues and legal matters. So, Shannon, so this is Top Online Radio UK. Is one of them the latest Ghanaian radio stations in Ghana? No, sorry, in UK. Yeah, in UK. So we have a radio app, even though we stream on Facebook and YouTube as well. We also have a radio app that you can download free of charge from our website, toponlinestation.com, toponlinestation.com. And also you can get the apps from the App Store and the Play Store. And we have fantastic programs. More are coming. Just tune into us and you will never regret it. Of course, this program is sponsored by Wisemart Solicitors. But we also have other sponsors, including Certified Accountants and Compassion Web Design Limited. So we will take some messages from our sponsors. This is DJ KB. I believe you are well. May God bless you that you listen to this program. It's my prayer that may the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ resurrect every dead situation in your life for being part of this program. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Ghana for our butcher, ya, say then, Kenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, potokas emu, yakase a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for Wisemart Solicitors. So what's now, Ombe Bwama Saka on Krata, Naswedi Dronsua, a Yomokokra, a banini passitnemu, any a Jumemun Sembia, Omudimu Akotenipa, Omu the many pebia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahini fuchiniye ebidi de biye.
Do you need a professional website for your business, organization, or e-commerce store? Look no further. Compassion Web Design Limited is your number one stop shop. We are a team of marketing, graphics, and web designers with over a decade experience in building and maintaining websites. Our products are very user-friendly, search engine optimized with multiple user permission levels, and are built with PHP and MySQL database. For more information, visit our website www.compassionweb.co.uk or call us on +44 0208 528 3077. Compassion Web Design, your professional web design partners.
who is going to do my account and tax returns for me, cry?
Certified accountants. Certified accountants. Certified accountants.
They will help you with your account and tax returns.
Are you a minicab driver, hairdresser, shop owner, or self-employed? Certified accountant. And I was working with Chapman. And then we say when you will be a wabri accounts and tax returns more. Now bansa so more. Now who you actually? It didn't make for certified accountant at the Yamawo. F accounts and tax returns, company accounts, bookkeeping, payroll services, charity accounts, and gift aid claim. As of for what 20 Open engineer certified accountants, self tax planning, business advice, company registration, and many more. And teach you what you're company what you casa. Now what the hotel babro. What is the capudo babro no bushia. Certified accountant. so say about transfer from the what to construction workers, agency workers, relief security workers, bank nursing staff, and then one year Juma our temporary workplaces in India, Monfrano, no one is a capudu mama. But the other crowd say HMRC4 at the Cabra work. What me wow a trim and yes as well. What is so address 160 London Road, Barking, IG11 8BB. Telephone 0208 226 4933. Mobile 079 568 04517. Certified accountant. Mehumba mehua chame. Mudim puntio abba meduma yi.
This is Top Online Radio UK, the top Ghanaian radio station in the UK. Hailing from the eastern corridors of London, we bring you news, views, music, interviews, trending issues, and what have you. Tune in to us 24/7 on our free mobile radio app. Download our free app from the Play Store and the App Store. Just search for Top Online Radio UK. Download the free mobile app and tune in to us 24/7. We stream our programs live on Facebook and YouTube. Just find us on YouTube and Facebook by searching for Top Online Radio UK. We welcome your views, comments, critiques, suggestions, etc. Just get in touch on our station line 079 029 44398. That's 079 029 44398. If you are interested in working with us as a radio presenter, a radio host, or a radio panelist, do get in touch and let's talk. Call us on 079 029 44398. If you want to advertise on our radio, just get in touch and let's talk. 079 029 44398. If you want to sponsor any of our programs, get in touch and let's talk. Top Online Radio UK, the top Ghanaian radio station in the UK.